Hello, my name is Manuela. I'm an art historian and I work for ETT, that is a company that creates digital and technological experience and solutions for different fields, especially including cultural world. The title of the project is Sense. It's an accessibility project that combines and integrates a variety of technological solutions in order to bring art closer to blind people or people with visual impairments. So that was the primary aim. But additionally, you can consider Sense a multi-sensory experience. It's something that is suitable for everyone. It's a new kind of experience. We use a capacitive sensor that, of course, is a technology that it's available. We managed to develop a very special kind of sensor that allows you to get audio simply by touching the object. So in this way, you have no barriers, and that is something that they really appreciate, the fact that they can interact with the object in a very flexible and independent way.
Well, let's start at the beginning. My name is Susanne. I was born in Styria, in Austria. I was severely visually impaired since my birth. I started regular school, so I didn't go to a special school for blind. So I started with linguistics, general linguistics and social linguistics, and Romance languages and literature.
I grew up with classical music. My father liked it very much, and I had piano lessons when I was a child, but I didn't practice. In fact, I did practice a little bit, let's say one day before the next lesson. And then I stopped playing piano for several years. And when I lost my sight, I thought it would be nice. It would be nice to play piano because you can feel the keyboard. It isn't a question of not being able to access the instrument, but not being able to access the notation. And I thought, well, in jazz, they improvise, so there are no notations. I will learn jazz piano. I have piano lessons every Thursday. I like gardening. I spent much time in our house in Styria. There I have a big garden, and I just learn how to communicate with my plants. And I like cooking. I like to have guests. My impairment, which is a genetic impairment, deteriorated until my 40th birthday. I lost almost my whole sight, my whole vision. With my right eye, I see only black, and with my left eye, I have I can distinguish between night and day, but that's all. I had just a very, very low vision, just some percent of normal sight, but it was my whole world, it was my perfect world, which I knew, and all that collapsed.
I was thrown in a new life, in a new world, which had a lot of challenges for me in everyday life, lots of difficult problems. But the worst thing for me personally was that I am a visual type. All I did and all I knew in my professional life, and very much what I did in my personal life, was had to do with books, with pictures, with texts, and I loved books. I loved the sensorial experience of having a book in my hand and of turning the pages and of smelling the paper and feeling the cover. I really loved this world, and this intellectual, sensual world was closed for me.
The only sense which really improved with losing my sight was my touch sense. After learning Braille reading, you feel more with your fingers, and this is a really amazing experience. This is really a pleasure, a sort of sensual pleasure. I loved to get lost after work. So I left the office in the Sonnenfestgasse, and then I just started to go in any direction, left, right, north, south, anywhere. And I knew sooner or later I would reach the ring, and then I could get into a tram and I can go home. And I really enjoyed this feeling of getting lost, of not knowing exactly where I am, where I would go, what would be next after the corner, which shops I could detect, or which doors I adored doors and windows. I like ways which are not straightforward, but with curves and corners, and you don't know where you will be next. I really enjoyed this.
Art is an important part of my life. It wasn't only the struggle in my everyday life, but it was a sort of aesthetic hunger, a sort of intellectual hunger, and this motivated me to try to get once again in touch with art and with culture.
I think the question of conveying visual art is really a central one, and the question of making tactile models of works of art is very much discussed, and is a very interesting question.
Nowadays there are many projects, and there are people who try to make inclusive offers in art and in museums.
We need really very much creativity and openness and courage in this field. And I think the field of art and culture is of exceptional importance, because in front of a work of art we are also the same. everybody wants to be comfortable, everybody wants to get the information he or she needs, everybody wants to have fun, and these are not special needs, these are normal needs. And the special thing is that I have no visual sense. This visual sense should be replaced or supported in some way. But my needs, my wishes are like yours.